What's up everybody, Eduardo Talbert here. Welcome back to monstertutorials.com or the monstertutorials.com YouTube channel. Anyway, my son is a huge fan of Pennywise, the new one, and the It movie. But he's too young to watch it, but all the kids in his class talk about it and they all love Pennywise and they talk about Pennywise and everything. So he's been talking about it and I decided to make a surprise for him. Out of an old doll, so you will need a doll, and this is what we made. And that's what we're doing today, so let's get started. You're going to need a doll that is going to donate her head or his head. Okay, so I'm using this one. I found this at the Goodwill. It was like $2 or $3. Some white paint. I'm using gesso because it's thick and opaque. Then all these dollar store nail polish. I have red for some of the makeup and yellow and clear to make things look like they're wet. Little nail polish remover. I found these brushes on clearance at Walmart for like $3. They're like nail art ones. And they're tiny, which is awesome for tiny little painting like that. So if you're gonna find those, there'll be links to the stuff below. Some black paint, a brush, and that's about it. First step, let's zoom in and remove her head. Usually the head is attached right there with a zip tie. Twist it, the head comes off. All right. Now let's remove the hair, but save it because we're going to use it to put it back. Obviously try to find a red-headed doll. If not, get some red spray paint or orange spray paint for the hair. This should peel right off. There you go. Alright, let's remove the eyelashes. It should peel right off. Just like that. Right, this guy's nice and clean, so we're going to take that white paint and just paint the whole face. Just be careful you don't paint the eyes or the lips or the teeth. All the rest you can paint. Front and back if you want. Right, this guy is painted white. So next step, I'm going to let the white part dry and I'm going to start painting the irises yellow. For that I'm using this dollar store nail polish and one of these tiny little brushes. I'm going to let this dry and make some tiny little black pupils with black nail polish. I am using the same tiny little brush. Now while that dries, just take your brush, little nail polish remover, and clean it up so that your brush lasts a long time. And you can make 100 of these. Right, time to check the cell phone, and that's to see a picture of Pennywise. There are 100 pictures. So now I'm going to go by these to paint those lines on the face. As you can see, the lines start right above the eyebrows and then come around the cheek and they meet the mouth, and then the bottom lip is really big. Also the nose is red, so let's do that. I'm I'm using the red nail polish. I'm going to paint the mouth right here, but I'm going to make the bottom lip a little bit bigger. Then I'm going to paint the nose, and then I'm going to, maybe with a pencil, mark where I want those lines that go around the cheek so that I don't mess it up. Because if I mess it up, we're going to have to do it all over. Right, let's do the big lip right here. There's a leap of faith right here. I'm just taking it there and going around. There's that bottom lip. Right, same brush. Now let's do the nose. Now his nose, as you can see, it goes across right the middle, right there, and then you paint it all the way around the bottom. There's your red nose. Might bring it up just a little bit. Now comes the hard part. We're going to do those lines from the crease of the mouth, around the cheek, and all the way to the top. Right, based on the picture, it seems to come straight out of the crease, a little bit outside of where the eye is. Then it comes back around and right through the middle, and goes up about right there. Do the same over here. Bring it out. Okay, moment of truth. Here we go. There you go. Let this dry for a second. Clean your brush. Now the eyes have a really heavy black eyeliner on the top and bottom, and then the bottom gets a little bit like it's smudged. So with the same super thin brush and the black nail polish that we did the pupil with, I'm going to go around just the edge of the eye. Right, bottom of the eye and top of the eye. Next step. If you notice, Pennywise does have some eyebrows, and they are just like white. They're just raised white colors. I'm going to use the same white paint to see if I can get a little white, a line of white paint going up. You can see those eyebrows a little bit better there. I don't know if you can see it, but I put the suggestion of some eyebrows there. And I'm going to touch up a couple parts where the white paint didn't make it all the way around. I'm going to set this to dry right here. Move my phone. I'm going to start cutting this hair that we took off of her head. I'm going to cut it all about, so there's about 2 inches. So we still have something to work with, but then we can save all this extra hair. Alright, that's a nice bowl cut there. Now, I don't know exactly how I'm going to do this, but I'm going to have to make this this hair like stand up, and then I'm going to have to cut the shape in the shape of Pennywise's wig. So I have to put some glue in here to make it stick up. I have no idea how to do this. Maybe we can rough it up. Yes, there you go. Just mess it up as much as you can. that'll work. Right, let's start test fitting this on this guy. And right now it looks like somebody from the 90s. So let's keep working at this. I'm going to hack at it. I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing, but I'm going to try to get the front to come down and then have the two. I mean, we have this hole here, so we gotta cover the hole, but try to have the shape of the head like Pennywise from the movie. I'm going to mark on the bottom side of this wig, right here. I'm going to mark the shape of this hole so I can work around it. If my theory is correct, I would go through here and then bring it straight out. Alright, let's get the glue gun plugged in and we can start trying to glue the hair on this. I'm going to glue this skull cap right here. Actually, it kind of snaps in place, but I'm still going to reinforce it with a little glue. Right, that's solid right there. Let's start gluing the hair on his head. So I'm going to start right at the edge so that you don't see this cap. So that edge on that edge. And then I'm just going to glue the rest. Alright, so the hairdo still looks like a 90s country music singer. So we're going to have to style the hair a little bit, but let me put some black paint around the eyes and just kind of smudge it like we saw on the picture. I'm just going to get that brush just a little dirty and just smudge a little under the eyes. I'm going to smudge it with a cotton swab. There you go. And now, to make the eyes look all nice and wet and the mouth as well, I'm going to use that clear nail polish and just generously put a drop like in the eye. Alright, now for the styling of the hair, I'm just going to use glue to hold it in place. I'm going to put a little bit of glue, hold it right there, wait till it dries. Some glue here on this side, wait till it dries, and some glue on this side, and wait till it dries. All I'm doing is doing the curls over here, then this on the top, and then the same on this side. The hairstyle is pretty much done. Now I'm going to touch up the face and let's make that thing that goes around the neck. Okay, so that is the hairdo. Now for the ruffle around the neck, well, I got this base. I think this base is from the dollar store. We're going to put it like that, glue it, but this part of the neck looks kind of weird. So I'm going to take the underwear that were on that doll. I'm just going to just cut the legs off across and use this two bottoms around the neck as like the ruffle that the clown has. I don't know how to sew or make clothes, and that's one of the reasons I haven't done a lot of creepy dolls. Anyway, see, end up with two legs with ruffles at the end, and I'm going to maybe just scrunch them like this and put it around the neck. Alright, so take that, put the neck in there. I'm going to put a little bit of glue there and glue it onto the base, and then we'll fix the little thing around the neck. We'll fix the collar. All plugged. Now while that warms up, I'm going to take a picture of it. That's for Instagram. So if you don't follow me, here's the user right here. There. Yep. Alright, let's do this. I'm going to put a little slit in the back of those pant legs so that we have room for this to come down. Right, let's do a dramatic shot where you can see this 360 or at least 180. Alright, that was a good shot, huh, with the moving thing. I just put the head on a timer that spins. Anyway, there's your Pennywise doll head. I hope you like it. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. I really liked it. I thought it was really cool. One of my favorite things. So if you like it, give it a zombie thumbs up. I'll see you next time. And using the same technique, you can make stuff like this one. And if you love this channel, please consider visiting my Patreon page. The link is below. This is that, and I'll see you next time. See if I can reach the camera.